Okay, guys, welcome to another YouTube video. Another one, guys. Another one. The mic is on. Yes, I see it. Another one in front of the camera. The place that, the devil does not want me to be, guys. The devil does not want me to be in front of the camera because, guys, I give faith. It makes me grow spiritually so fast, guys. This is the thing that, makes me grow the fastest. Of all the habits that I do, is speaking in the camera, guys, because the devil is trying to give me control, fear, stories, what I need to talk about. But I just want to put the camera on and I want to not think, not control, and I want to flow on this camera, guys. I'm telling you, it's very difficult to just turn on the camera and not listen to your mind that is telling you, talk about this or talk about that or talk about this, guys. Because if you do that, it's not information, or it's not wisdom, and it's information. So I just want to put the camera on and I want to flow, guys. I want to flow because I'm telling you, guys, how you do anything is how you do everything, guys. And if I look back in 1 month ago, guys, 1 month, that was I was already growing so crazy fast. At that moment I was like, crazy, can I grow even more? But when I'm like, if I look at myself today, I'm like, insane how much I have again, been growing the last month by not missing, by speaking on the camera, by, enjoying life every moment, just waking up in peace, going to bed in peace, and not pressuring myself with my habits, just aligning myself to not think, and just wake up at 4:44, do my morning walk, 6,000 steps with 20 kilogram, studying the Bible 1 hour in the morning, counting my macros, training every day, guys. Zero drugs, zero alcohol, zero caffeine, and much more, guys. But all the habits that I do, I do not pressure myself, and I see that with my students that, how I do it is very powerful. I only know two people in the whole world that can do it and enjoy it, without any pressure. That's Jados. Jados is already in the top of the world in coaching. He's making millions a month, and money doesn't matter, but it shows that a lot of people, want to get close to him because he does what I'm doing. Controlling the habits, enjoying it, not missing. Don't want to miss. We can't miss, and we are not gonna miss. And Jados, I want to say this, guys. Jados is the one that activated me spiritually. I had his coaching for almost a year. I did this phase one. I did the VIP coaching, guys. I wanted to get very close to Jados, and I did that, and it made me grow insanely, guys. Now, I truly believe that, me and Jados, we look alike in the meaning, guys. Jados, his coach is Jesus. Jados was watching that activated him, and the rest is Jesus. I have Jados that activated me, and now I have Jesus, guys. I study the Bible. I cannot even read a different mindset book anymore. I just listen to the Bible. I read the Bible. I study the Bible. I feel the Bible. I truly feel it, guys. Every morning I study it an hour. I highlight it, I underline it, I write it, guys. It's insane how the Bible, is the truth. Is the way we need to live, guys. So I had a coach, Jados, and now I'm a coach, guys, and I'm seeing that with my own students that I am, built to be a coach, guys. I am built to be a coach. God made me to coach people. It's the only thing that, I am really, really good at, and that's not ego. It's the way I am built. I'm built to connect things. When I speak to people, I connect spiritual things very fast. If people, my students listen to me and they apply it, they will always grow. It's never been a thing that I said, if you do this, that something went bad and they did not grow. It is difficult because, it's spiritual life coaching. I will tell you the truth. But, if they apply it, they will grow. And I show it because I apply it in my life. Everything that I coach, I apply it. So I show that I grow. I show that my family grows. I met my angel. I have a twin flame relationship. We stopped having sex until marriage, guys. I am showing. I am showing my students and the world that what I coach, I do myself. Zero alcohol, zero drugs, counting my macros, waking up at 4:44 every single day without missing, guys. I'm showing them it's not even difficult. For me, it's like driving a car, my habits, because I don't think. I know the art of living, and that's not thinking. When you think, you get fear, you control, you get all kinds of feelings, guys, and they are fake. I know and I can see when I speak with people. My other gift is reading energy. When I'm in a Zoom call, I feel how my students feel. And I'm telling you, that's pretty difficult, because if my students feel, low frequency, down, heavy, I feel that. I feel it. But I need to know that's not me. So I know it's not me. So I give that back to them, like, guys, I feel this, and this is what I feel. This is how you feel right now, because you cannot lie to me. And it's always true, because I feel energy through a Zoom call. Guys, do not ask me how it works, but I feel you. If you have a Zoom call with me, and I can tell you, if you do this, you do that, you will get out of that. You will raise your frequency, and you will grow in life, guys. Because this is what God made me to do. I'm living my purpose, and I'm making this video, and I'm telling the world that I am ready to coach a lot more people around the world. Because it's not that, if you already have a lot of money, or you have a job that gives you money, and that you don't need a coach. I can coach millionaires. I can coach billionaires. I can coach homeless people. I can coach you. I can coach everybody. The only thing that I ask in my coaching is, you need faith in me. You need to listen to me and have faith. It's in every relationship. If Linda doesn't have faith in me, those days that, we're human, in the low frequency days of Linda, she doesn't have faith, we don't connect. My coaching as well. When my students have 100% faith in me, for example, I have one student, Daniel, my brother Daniel, my students become my friends, guys. He's in my VIP coaching, my most expensive coaching. That means, you have 2 Zoom calls a week, and we have daily contact, through voice messages. And, he applies what I say. And guys, in like 8 months, he changed. 8 months ago, he started my coaching, like totally mindset in his mind. He was always thinking and addicted to feelings. And when I look at him right now, guys, massive change. But I'm talking about Daniel, because, guys, Daniel is the one that when I say you need to do that, he does it. And when I tell him the things that his ego does not want to hear, but he still applies it. He has faith in me, and he grows insanely. This is how my coaching works, guys. My coaching is always like the habits. Waking up before 5 every single day, zero alcohol, zero drugs. Counting your macros. You need to know what your body needs, guys. You need to know your carbs, your fats, your protein. You need to train every day, guys. The first year when I did this myself, I trained 7 days a week, 2 times a day, for 1 year, guys. I was not training to build more muscle. I was training for a higher frequency. Guys, understand that I am built to coach. I truly believe that Jados and me are the 2 people that are on the top of the world in spiritual life coaching. The only thing is that Jados is doing it longer than me. He has the money, the millions, the cars, the houses, to show to the world. I don't, but, when I connect with Jados, it is the same level. It sounds crazy, but it's all spiritual, guys. And I have a gift again. I am a very spiritual person. I read and see energy. God made me to do this. I cannot do anything else. I cannot work for a boss. I'm not good in anything else, guys. I'm average at other things, but, connecting to the source, to Jesus, to the Holy Spirit, by not thinking, not controlling, not fearing, and getting the wisdom. Because, guys, everything I do is not me, it's Jesus. I just know how to hear the message really good. And every Zoom call that I have with my students, guys, I give them the right wisdom. But it's not me, guys. I always say, when they say, thank you, Mike, crazy, I'm like, it's Jesus. It's not me. If you want to believe it or you do not want to believe it, I'm telling you guys, it's not me. I am just really good in being me. Because I'm really good in being me, I can translate the frequency into words and give that to the right person. If it's this video or it's my coaching student, I can give you the right frequency at the right time. I go on my knees and I pray to God, Jesus, and Holy Spirit before every Zoom call that I have. It doesn't matter in what kind of coaching program you are with me. I give my 100%. And I'm telling you, because I read energy, you cannot lie to me. You always grow in life. And I'm telling you, people around the world, if you are tired of being depressed or tired or losing yourself in stories and believing that you are those stories, you are not, guys. If you're tired or the addictions of lust, of porn, of jerking off, I killed all that, guys. If you are tired of all those things, if you want to be in control, if you want to wake up in peace, if you want to grow to the top of the world, if you want to find your purpose, I cannot tell you that is your purpose, but with the habits, your purpose will reveal. God will show you your purpose. And your purpose is always, bringing people closer to God, giving to the world, giving without expecting anything back. Every video I make, guys, and that are a lot of videos, I don't expect anything. I want you guys to apply the wisdom so you can grow, because I have been in hell, guys. My life was hell. But you need to understand, God wanted me in hell because he knew that he gave, his soldiers the hardest missions. He knew that I could handle it. And at the moment that I could not handle it anymore, true, guys, I could not handle it anymore. I was really in hell, but I went really deep. He gave me Linda. Like, it's crazy, guys, if you see how it works. When I could not go anymore, it's like he gave me Linda, my angel. And at that moment, we started growing together. And we are growing together to the top of the world, guys. I'm going to take my family with me to the top of the world, and I'm going to go to the top of the world in life coaching. I'm going to stand behind Jaros in the top of the world in spiritual life coaching. And again, guys, it's only possible because I'm really good in being me. I am good in being myself. I'm authentic on this video. I'm authentic with my family, with people that speak to me in the gym. It doesn't matter. In my coaching calls, this is Mike. I do not change. I'm 100% myself. Always, guys. Very important to be always authentic yourself. But guys, I'm telling the world, I'm ready. I see it in my coaching, people, are coming back. It means that I'm a good coach, but I know I'm a good coach, guys. I don't ask my students, can you send me a message, that I'm a good coach, that I can share it. I don't ask anything because I know I am built to coach. Guys, I am built to coach. 100% that if you listen to me, you will grow in life. And 100%, guys, that I show what I coach. I do it. I told one of my students that, stop sharing, on Instagram your habits because your habits are controlling you. Guys, I stopped sharing my habits, because it's so easy that if you do all the habits, that the ego takes over, that you're doing the habits for the world and not for the right reasons, and that's for God. So I do it with my students, guys. I do it. I show, like Jesus showed the world how it is possible, guys. Jesus showed that you can live without sinning. Jesus showed the way. Jesus showed that, his students became his friends. Jesus showed the path of life. He left the manual, the Holy Bible. He left it for us, guys. When you study that and you start seeing that that is the truth and the way, guys, you will grow in life. But again, guys, I'm telling you guys, and again, it sounds full of ego, but I have no ego, guys. I kill my ego every day. I am built to coach. I'm really good in coaching. You know, this is my purpose. My purpose is to coach you. My purpose is to help you connect to your soul, to your spirit again. You know, if you are lost and you're so in the dark and you're looking at this video right now and you're finished, guys, understand that I was in hell. I had brain damage, you know. The doctors told me that I need to take medicine for the rest of my life. This lifestyle, guys, you know, got me out of the medications, and I'm more in power, more in peace than I ever in my life was, guys. I understand that's a spiritual warfare every single day in your mind. I know the devil attacks you. I know, you know, when the devil attacks you really hard, that you are gifted. I know because I was that person. I was lost in hell. I truly saw the devil with my eyes, and I know it's real, guys. You know, in this world and after this world, guys, it is real. So I truly want to save you guys, you know. So my purpose is coaching, you know. Let me help you find your purpose, because I'm telling you guys, if you find your purpose, your life will, you know, elevate to places that you do not understand, guys, because you are built to do something. And if you do not do that, your soul, you know, your spirit will always pull on you. You will always feel regret and shame. You will never feel at peace. You always be with, is this the right, what am I doing? And I don't understand what I'm living. Now, guys, when I found my purpose, I am coaching with my purpose. I am living my purpose with my spiritual gift. And I'm getting better every single day. You know, now, guys, I just wake up in peace at 4:44, and I'm like, you know, crazy. I'm 38, you know. I don't want to die yet. I want to live. I feel empowered. Thank you, God, Jesus, and Holy Spirit, that I'm on this earth. That, you know, I want to get old. I want to help so many people. You know, I want to live, enjoy life, you know. And that's where I want you guys to go. I want you guys to feel that peace, to feel that passion, you know, killing that fear, because fear is the number one problem in the world. You know, they are controlling you with fear. And I'm telling you, fear is an illusion. It's fake. It's used by the devil. And you can only get fear when you think. So when you start training yourself to not think, you will not fear, guys. So I needed to make this video, guys, because I needed to tell the world, you know, that I am going to the top of the world in coaching. You know, I am 100% becoming a multi-millionaire in coaching. And I will say it again, I truly do not care, but I feel it. You know, I feel it. And I'm telling my students this as well, you know, when you think it's the devil, if you think I am becoming a multimillionaire and you think about that house, and no, guys, I don't think. I feel I'm going to become a multimillionaire in coaching. I know my gift. I'm getting more empowered by the day. You know, it's impossible if I don't miss that I'm not going to grow to the top of the world beside Jados, guys. 100%. Because I'm not going to miss. I'm going to keep growing. I'm going to keep elevating. And I'm going to go to the top of the world. But I truly do not care, guys. But I feel it, you know. So you need to feel it. You need to feel your purpose. You need to feel where you're going. You need to feel it in your soul. And you need your spirit to lead you. That's why I always say, guys, spirit lead me. You know, when you're thinking, the devil leads you. So you're thinking you're becoming a millionaire. You're thinking you are already in a different country where you want to go, guys. You know, it's the devil that's leading you. I'm telling you, I feel in now and 1 year, I'm going to go to a different country with my family. You know, I don't know what country, but I feel it. You know, I feel it. I know it. I don't think about it. Wisdom at the end of this video, guys. But again, guys, you know, I have a coaching. My coaching, you know, DM me at Live by Midi, my Instagram. You know, I have a VIP coaching, guys. VIP. I have a phase 1, you know. Guys, it's one-on-one working with me. You know, I will give my 100% to everybody that joins my coaching. But the only thing that I need, and I need that with every connection in my life, is faith. It's the same with Jesus. If you didn't have faith in Jesus, it's not working. If you don't have faith with me and my coaching, it's not working. You need faith. You need faith, and that's the most important thing in the world, guys. So, thank you for watching this video, guys. And God bless, kill it, and let's go.